All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, go! Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 5-9.
Run. Take me up.
Go ahead. Check nickel. No. Off.
Luck on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Get in the weight room. Watch the safety creep.
Monday.
Now it's locked off the bootleg. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Ricky.
A shotgun snap for Love. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Watch out.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Run, 674. On.
Coming this way. Here we go. Slip.
Mexico.
Kill.
Caught left side by Funchess. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short boot, taken at the 21. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Raider 1. Alpha.
I'm here all day.
The rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 93. 93. Bravo.
53 at the mic.
Raider 2.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
You draw quarters.
To throw again. Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now.
58.
180. Hey, we're good. 180.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Lock down. 180.
Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpointing here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. Now
they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
93.
Hey, high 7. 53. 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check.
Carr now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now. 50. 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
I'm coming off of you.
Express.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 58. 2. Mike.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Come on,
First
fellas.
down, Raiders.
Let's
Down. 185.
Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Right here.
Carr now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Drop these.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Down. 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
280.
Give me that ball.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65.
Carr going to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run with Mack. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
General West. Right there. 54 Mike. Y'all not ready. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On first down, it's Long. Ebron with it over the middle. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Hey, we're good. 180. 280.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Check. Whoa. 80 weapons. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback. 11Z. Get that quarterback, D-line.
A run by Mack to start the drive. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Crunch.
On second down, it's Hines, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Luck, and he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Luck now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the red zone now, Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run with Hines, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Luck. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
What we got? Ain't no way.
Throwing again. Carr. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Monday, down. You wide, Eddie?
Yeah. Watch time. Tight end roll.
Carr to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Check 25, check 25, 49, check alert.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Alert flare, flare. Check 3, check 3.
540, easy, alert.
61, matchbox, lights.
Hey, check.
Check the hot read.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
540,
59.
let's go, Mexico.
Rush in.
On.
Kill.
Gone right.
Kill. Turn up. Say.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We're good. 180. You're mine.
Now Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Check out. 627.
I got him. Check. Check hot route. Hot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
One man.
9. Watch the screen. 59 is Mike.
22 jet bomber.
Run it. Check. He's checking.
Crawl.
Crash.
Rugby.
Switch.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Check out. 90.
I'm coming after you. Deuce.
Mexico. Greystone, travel.
Check 90.
Go ahead.
Check 99.
Hey, check.
They go right back to Mack. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
48.
On 1st down, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
What now? Boy!
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Hey, Charlie!
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Go!
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 27-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. This will go for 5 up to the 33. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Lock 59.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
64, weak. Check 43. Check 48. 11B. Check 48.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. left side, Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. 12. Sponge. No.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike. Down. Mike. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Down. Wide 85.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Easy. Kill. Get set.
From the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I got you.
One final try now for Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory.